Hey folks, Ashley here, allthingsdentistry.com. What you're looking at here is an impression, an open tray custom impression for a hybrid denture. We're using a bar, a cast bar, on which we're going to place an acrylic denture. So I border molded this whole case with a custom tray, and now I'm going to be placing the polyvinyl siloxane impression material. So what's of importance of this whole video, the reason why I'm showing it is because if you're doing any situation like this, it's probably best to rigidly splint those implant copings, those impression copings together, just to make sure that they don't move when the impression is poured up. I've been burned before, and I'm still trying to figure out the best way to fix it without having to send it back to the lab, but I think it's got to go back, unfortunately. So now you're going to see the impression tray come in. I'm trying just some gauze instead of tape over the holes. They both work fine. And now, so the impression is set, and another colleague, buddy of mine, was talking my ear off, and I lost track of what I was doing, and I should have cleaned off the impression coping so I could get the screws off, but it didn't happen while the material was setting, so now I'm cutting it off. Note to self. And now what you're going to see is when you're taking VLC triad, visually like your triad, and splinting all those together, just so they don't move. So what we do here, and the important point is to make sure you can get access to those screws. So I'm just going to take a curing light, cure it, and then cure it, make sure it's rigid, and then undo the screws, and out comes the impression. So again, this impression is for a hybrid prosthesis. This patient has this crazy gag reflex, so she's unable to keep a complete upper denture without any type of gagging with border extensions. So a number of implants are placed. Three failed, and now she's left with 3 implants. So she's a history of heavy smoking, so we're not going to replace those implants. So right now I'm just stabilizing, making sure that, oh, I'm waiting for the light, that's what's happening. Okay, here comes the light, so I'm just going to cure. The triad, and then undo the screws, and out comes the impression.